You're listening to The Raw Reaction on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
It's Monday night, baby, and you're here with the Angry Tensai and Big Dick. Big Dick, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, brother. Doing pretty good. Just got in from lots of driving in the rain and lots of sitting in traffic. But feeling good. Raw was epic. Was fairly epic in some regards this evening. Fairly lackluster in others. Overall, I enjoyed the show more than I didn't. I liked how it built up for the future and sort of gave us some swerves we weren't expecting.
I thought it was a really good show. I thought a lot happened, and it wasn't. They definitely weren't running the promotions tonight. That's for sure. It was a good show. Before we start, where are you tonight? Are you back in the GA?
No, I'm back in the VA.
Okay.
Norfolk, Virginia, the new temporary stomping grounds.
And you drive to the VA. That's right. I forgot.
I drive and ferry to the VA. I took a ferry boat.
Beautiful.
That serves beer on it. It's pretty nice.
Well, that's nice. That's right. Was it the one from to Long Island?
No, it was the one from Cape May down to Lewis, Delaware.
Oh wow, goes that far? How long is it?
I think it was like 17 miles. Took about an hour and a half.
Oh, all right, nice, very nice, very nice. Well, we're glad you're back in the VA. That's awesome. Listen, man. I think the big development tonight, and there was a couple, but to me the big development was the swerve by the club. AJ Styles, Gallows, and Anderson. They have been together all along, and it sure looked that way in that match against Roman Reigns. But clearly, they had a falling out on Monday Night Raw, but not so much. AJ Styles confronted John Cena tonight. The crowd was going absolutely crazy for it. And AJ, before there was about to be a confrontation, he goes, well, I've waited a long time for this. And John Cena says, well, apparently so have they. He goes, but honestly, I just came out here to say welcome back. I know a lot's changed, but best of luck and welcome back. And then Cena shook his hand, and it looked like they were going to go on their way, but then here come Gallows and Anderson, who already beat up the Usos, or excuse me, not the Usos, the tag team champions earlier in the night. They come out. It looks like they're going to have a 2-on-2 versus Cena and Styles, and man, Styles just blindsides Cena, and the club is back, and they destroy John Cena. I didn't see that coming, Big Deck.
Yeah, it was a bit of a swerve, and you know what? I like it. I mean, AJ Styles, he's the internet fanboy dream, and I think this is going to be a good thing. They're going to be a cool NWO-esque heel faction, I think, which they were trying to do before. But I like the swerve recently with AJ Styles last week, breaking up the club, and then this week with Cena coming back, they just completely playing mind games and had everybody on the edge of the seat. I like that. I like that little segment of unpredictability on Monday Night Raw.
Honestly, I do too, because I was kind of like, man, did they just completely ruin the storyline with these guys? But I'm okay with it now, and I think it's great they stay together. But the only downside of it is altogether. They still couldn't beat Roman Reigns, but I guess that doesn't really matter, but still, it's when AJ Styles came out, I'm like, okay, he's lost last week, Kevin Owens, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna lose to Cena right off the bat, but not so fast. That's the club's together, so it really doesn't matter that he lost to John Cena or to Kevin Owens last week because he's not a face anymore as a heel, and I think Styles is gonna show some cool stuff as a heel. I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
Hey, Killer Kev, I know you're a big Bullet Club and NJPW fan. Were you happy to see that tonight?
I didn't actually get to see it, but I did hear about it, and it actually does sound interesting.
Yeah, doesn't it? I mean, that's like kind of why you got all these guys, so they're gonna let them run. I think it's pretty cool. And the interesting part, Big Dick, is I like the fact that like Roman Reigns is the champion, and they didn't really establish the club storyline on Roman. And it just shows you John Cena is always the uncrowned champion,
Yeah. Well, you know what? I sort of one of the reasons I like this is because I think that maybe not AJ Styles. I mean, AJ Styles got a cool pop, but other than that, if you look at what WWE wants these wrestlers to be as far as heels and faces, I feel like they're sticking to their guns with it, which I don't mind. I hate it when they turn people based on crowd reaction. I mean, maybe with the exception of New Day, but I don't like it when they're like, oh well, this guy's getting booed, so now he's gonna turn into a heel, which I think that they were. I mean, AJ Styles, I don't know what they were trying to do with him, except maybe being a bad guy or a cool heel at first. But he got such big pops, so he sort of went in as a face. But I mean, as far as like Cena, everybody's booing him. They keep him face. Reigns is definitely face in this future matchup with Rollins, and Seth Rollins is staying heel based on his actions last week.
Yeah,
so I like his 6 runs on it.
Money in the Bank is going to be stacked. I mean, so we're going to see Cena versus AJ, which is going to be really unbelievable. And then Seth Rollins, who never lost title, versus Roman Reigns. And tonight was more mind games between Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. He didn't touch him. He didn't say a word. But that's a big match, Yeah,
that'll be a big match as well. And I like this. I like this setup because, like you said, 2 big matches, 2 main event caliber matches here. And the reason I like this, I know we talked about this actually earlier today briefly, that you were saying, God, please don't bring Cena back and put the U.S. strap on him again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think we agree that his title run with the U.S. Championship were some of his best matches, and some of them made me really appreciate him as a worker and somebody who can elevate other talents in matches. I mean, he put on some of his best matches on Raw night or week after week for a good couple of months there with the Open Challenge. So I like it because Cena versus Rusev, that's not piquing my interest for a pay-per-view match.
No. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Well, what's interesting is Shane McMahon announced something huge to start off the show. He said, you know what, not only will Roman Reigns take on Seth Rollins, but we're going to add a third man to make it a triple threat match for the title. This man.
But first I want to say to all the women out there, stop crying, stop worrying. The prince is recovered. I'm still looking good. I'm still pretty, baby. Brooke Shields still ain't got nothing on this, baby. Now, as far as those individuals responsible, Boogaloo Brown, you're nothing but a little jive-talking spider monkey, running around mad at the world because President Boda won't give your idiot race South Africa. Why don't you grow up, Brown?
And that's true. The Prince of Wrestling, coming right off his feud with the Boogaloo Brown, will be in the world title mix.
Wow, that was quite the shock. I did not see that coming either, my friend.
Well, I think I could find it. There was actually a piece of the promo with Boogaloo Brown in which I don't even want to. This is the Prince, and I'm gonna let you hear something he says to Boogaloo Brown. Listen to this.
The Greek condominium over here. The Greek. Let's say you try, you disgusting creature. Leave him alone. You're such a faggot. I don't understand that. You gotta
That actually happened.
Wow. What
it's called, and then what he called back that guy.
That
happened. That happened on WCCW TV.
Wow. I don't know who's the favorite. The Prince, Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns. I mean, that's going to be some dry talking turkeys there.
Well, I know the internet was pretty upset that Boogaloo Brown had to lay down for the Prince. I mean, Boogaloo Brown is one of the top talents in all of professional wrestling, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I can see him getting a push later on. Maybe an IC title shot at some point in the future. He's a solid worker.
Taking it all out of there, I will tell you, I do think Seth Rollins will beat Roman Reigns. I think he's going to get his title back. What do you think?
I don't feel the title switching at this pay-per-view. I think Reigns wins it, and I don't know if they do a double turn here or something where I think Reigns wins it by getting counted out or something. Something below some way to hold the strap until SummerSlam. I think they're trying to turn this, have a rematch and flip it at SummerSlam, because I think what WWE has to do here with with Roman Reigns having a title, it's almost like Seth Rollins getting the title. Like we were saying, hey, look, it's like he's gonna hold the title for a month or two, and that doesn't really give you prestige. It's like Roman Reigns winning the title for like 15 minutes before they cash in Money in the Bank on him. It doesn't help build you as a long-term title contender. So I think you have to leave the title on him for at least until SummerSlam, and depending on where they go with the storylines and who they have lined up after that.
Right.
So you take it off him, and he's only at it for like 3 months.
We'll see. It's still going to be really entertaining regardless. But speaking of which, the tag team division has been quite interesting. I got to tell you, man, I love Golden Truth. And R-Truth's new rap about the Golden Truth is awesome. I don't know if you got to hear it. It was so cool.
I missed that rap.
I don't have the words. But I did play it back a few times, and it's just awesome. He makes so many great remixes with the Golden Truth. And the crowd loves these guys, man. They love them. They didn't participate in a match tonight, but Breezango, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango put their undefeated streak on the line against the Usos, and the Usos did win, but after the match, Golden Truth was confronted by Breezango, and they just absolutely annihilated Breezango. I'm liking the Golden Truth. I think they're gonna do what I said. They're gonna lose it first, but once they get it going, they're gonna be unstoppable. The crowd, that's so over, man.
Yeah. But you know what? I think that we got to give it some time, I think, before we pass judgment. I'd love to see him do good with this. All I know is I think it's going to be a better angle than the Primo. Is it Primo and Epico doing the taste of Puerto Rico?
Yeah, well, the Vaudevillains fought the New Day in a non-title match today. When that happened, the New Day, the match was a no contest because the Bullet Club jumped Anderson Gallows, jumped the New Day and beat the crap out of them. And they didn't touch the Vaudevillains. But I'm going to tell you something. This probably marks the club going on a streak where they're not going to lose for a while. And they'll eventually get the tag titles. Mm-hmm. And they're probably going to win them at TLC. Let me tell you something. I kid you not, and they may have them for a while. Golden Truth, in a shocking upset, will be the team to beat them. Bro, I see it coming.
Wow.
The fans love them, dude. They love them. I haven't seen a tag team this over in forever. I love these guys.
More so than the New Day?
Well, they're over, but you know what? You know who could be the next tag team champions? These guys.
Yeah.
Standing Bear and Red Eagle, mighty nation. We're here for one reason. Take Scout, show them mercy. Tell them, Standing Bear. That's right, IPW. We're here to make a name for ourselves, and this is where we start.
It could be these men, Mighty Nation. We know them very well, Joe.
They are quite a contender.
It's good to see Mighty Nation back, isn't it? It's been a while since we've had their beautiful voices on the show.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Tatanka returns as their manager. Also, that would be pretty nice.
It was a surprise that we got to see him in the Battle Royal at WrestleMania, but
yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I heard the Mohican Sun has been slumping lately, so he might be looking for some side work.
Yeah, I thought Rusev was gonna drop the title tonight, because it was Memorial Day, and I was like, this is so stupid they put the belt on him for this. But he annihilated Zack Ryder. I mean, he just totally tapped him out, destroyed him. And then he was confronted by Titus O'Neil of all people. I thought that was kind of an odd segment.
You know what? I'm not against that. I think I actually said back when he got suspended, they were starting to build him up a little bit, and I think the best thing he could have done was kept having him on suspension and have him come back as the anti-Vince McMahon type character, almost a Steve Austin type character. And we'll see where this goes with Rusev, but I think it's pushed a month or two too late. Like, I thought it would have been cool coming back right off the suspension and just giving him a little run at the U.S. Championship.
Well, it is now or never for Titus O'Neil. I really believe that. I mean, this is it. I think if he doesn't make it on this run here, he's out. I think this is his very last chance.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think he needs to connect with the fans a little bit better.
It just blows my mind Wade Barrett isn't in the WWE anymore. He was such a great talent, man. I really bummed me out. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that's the problem with WWE. It's if their writers don't come up with something good for you,
right?
Or you're a victim. Or, I mean, you know what? Even if you don't come up with something great yourself, you just have the writers that should be able to do that. But talents like him, talents like Sandow, I mean, Sandow, I feel like he could play any character that they gave him. And he would get over, he would connect with fans. He was just that great about doing it. So, I mean, I blame that 100% on the writers. Titus O'Neil or Wade Barrett, a little bit. I mean, he didn't necessarily have the personality to pull it off. Any character.
You want me to get Titus O'Neil over? This is what you do. You dress him up in a dinosaur costume and spray paint Benny on it and have him walk out to the ring. That'll get over.
Dude, that was big Bayville news, man. My dad saw it on I got him on a Bayville patch a couple months ago. He's like, "Do you see the damage he did to dinosaur?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's hilarious." He's like, "Yeah, some people are freaking up in their arms about it." I'm like,
think it's funny?
I think he was amazed how many people give a shit about it.
Yeah, why do people care so much? I mean, I think it's funny. I mean, as long as dinosaurs still there, that's all I care about ultimately.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's been a point of contention for like 6 months now. They've been going on. They've raised like $20,000 to do something with the dinosaur.
The thing that says Benny on it, right? Like, are they going to keep it that way, or like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, they're already painted it over. My dad said.
Like, it's Memorial Day weekend. It should say Benny on it.
Yeah. Actually, it should say Benny go home.
Aren't we Bennies now?
What's that?
I mean, are we technically Bennies now, even though we're not? We're
born and bred. We're sure alumni.
But we cut and run.
Yep. You know what? We did. We did. By the way, guess who I saw this weekend and did way too many tequila shots with?
Who?
Ricky Marone.
I like that guy. Isn't he married now?
Yeah, married, has a kid on the way this summer.
Yes, and he's a big Titus O'Neil fan, so it was probably exciting to see him.
Yeah, no, he was. We talked about Titus and what we thought about him, and then we did some tequila shots to celebrate Titus O'Neil and his upcoming push. But yeah, it was fun to be in Bayville every once in a while, like a long weekend.
Place.
Like be home, get a Water's Edge, get over to the little the draft house, which is new friendlies.
New friendlies?
Yeah, new friendlies.
Oh, they said nude friendlies. That would be cool.
No, but Peekaboo is still going strong, man.
I like Peekaboo, bro.
Yeah. I drove by it. I'm like, that place is never going anywhere.
What is Peekaboo?
Peekaboo, it is a gentleman's or I guess a woman's also. It's an adult-themed movie theater, if you will.
Well, I'm thinking about opening up a movie store. I think it'll be a hit, and I'm gonna name it Captain Video.
That's interesting. I'm thinking about calling mine A to Z Video.
I think video stores are very underrated. I really do.
Yeah, I mean they're the future of things.
Definitely. Well, that's all good. How about your girl Charlotte tonight? She was looking good, huh?
Yeah. You know what? She's well put together. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've
popping, man. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice, and it's good to see. I mean, she's really
becoming a woman right in front of us.
She's running out nicely.
She is the genetic freak, the genetic superstar, what does she call herself? I don't know. She's just amazing.
Daughter.
Well, she's champ and she's beating everybody, and it looks like she's gonna go another round with Becky Lynch. It looks like, but her minion Dana Brooke got a pretty impressive win over Natalya tonight. I didn't see that coming. And then Becky Lynch made the save. I don't know how I feel about another Becky Lynch Charlotte match, but I guess it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I was reading somewhere that McMahon's pretty down on Sasha Banks now. I don't know if it's because she got injured or what, but that's why. I mean, they were talking. I know we were talking about Sasha Banks facing off with Charlotte at SummerSlam.
Sasha Banks is still undefeated in one-on-one matches. She's never been beaten in a one-on-one match.
Well, is she out right now?
No. Well, she's not out, but they're not utilizing her.
Okay. That's weird.
She's
Why?
never lost. You know that? The only match she lost was 2 triple threat matches. One was at WrestleMania where she wasn't beaten. So she's literally never been beaten one-on-one on WWE TV. On NXT she has, but not on WWE. So I don't know if I really believe that story, but I did read it as well that she's gotten the injury-prone tag. I mean, I don't know. She's not the biggest. She's kind of small, right? I mean, she's not very big, but she was very durable in NXT. So I really hope they don't not. I mean, first off, what does the title mean anyway? You know, not being disrespectful, but they give it.
It used to be a butterfly belt.
Exactly. It's not like, and it's not like it's a big deal if like you got to take title off her. You know, it's like, all right, well, you know, so you got to take the women's title off her. It's not like it's the main event or like the focal point of the show, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, man. I give WWE a lot of credit, bro, because a year ago there was no women's division, there was no tag team division.
Yeah.
Literally, it's those two things are probably the best part of the show outside of who's ever in the world title hunt. So that's awesome. Like, tag team wrestling is back again. Women's wrestling is better than it's ever been. I mean, I'm pretty pumped. I feel really good about where things are. You know, I'm not so excited about Charlotte versus Becky Lynch again. I probably would have been 3 months from now, but it's okay. It'll be good. It'll be a good feud. But I just don't see Charlotte's not losing to her. Charlotte's been white hot. She's not losing.
No, I mean she really. I think the only person they could have her lose to realistically is Sasha Banks or Bayley when she comes up.
That's their big money feud, I guess. Sasha and Bayley. So I don't know how they'll do that.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Sasha have a run with the title, but maybe it's not meant to be.
What'd you say, Oos?
I said I would have liked to see Sasha get a run at the title. I'd at least get a match up at like SummerSlam or something, just to see. I mean, I think it would be a spectacular match, whether she gets the title or not. And then you have more time to develop Bayley. I mean, they could bring Bayley up probably right now, and she could put on a hell of a match with her. But
Yep.
I feel like it's almost a waste where you don't have Sasha wrestling at all. You don't have Paige wrestling. You have Natalia, or you know, Becky Lynch wrestling. And you have
I'm down with that.
I'm Oos.
Oos.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what I didn't like,
Talk to me.
or I didn't understand, and I didn't like the matchup between Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. By the way, do you know that Baron Corbin is a second cousin with Dennis James Corbin?
I'm not surprised.
From H&M Potter days.
James, a.k.a. Dennis Corbin.
Well, it was weird. One year he was Dennis, and the next year he was the artist formerly known as Dennis, and he refused to respond to Dennis. That was sort of the...
Yeah, why wouldn't he respond? I remember that. He, didn't... He would get, I don't know who Dennis is. Like, what do you mean you don't know who Dennis is? You're Dennis.
Yeah, it's like you've been Dennis, last 5 years. It's like,
he got, mad that you called him Dennis. Like, well, dude, that's your name. Like, your name's Dennis.
I remember when teachers were, taking attendance, and he's like... He just sat there, and you sit there looking at him, and you're like, no, it's like, they called you Dennis, and he's like, I'm James.
So he would get as if he wouldn't even get attendance.
This was elementary school. They sort of knew who he was. He stood out a bit in Bayville.
He didn't though when we got to high school.
No, he did not. He got...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got bust on in, and I don't even remember. He didn't even go to high school with us, did he?
Well, he did high school 6 times, so.
Are you serious?
No.
I sort of would believe that. Actually, I wouldn't believe that because I would have figured he would have just dropped out after the first time. But yes.
More power to him, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he is now James. I'm almost tempted to go onto Facebook.
He doesn't have, bro.
He has no computer.
Oh man, I didn't say that.
Well, why wouldn't he have Facebook? Would he be under James or Dennis?
Are there
or someone else?
That refuse to get with times and get a computer? Are there still people?
I think there are, but I think it's more we don't have money for it, or we're too old to use it.
People hate computers. Some people do.
Yeah.
But we are in the computer age, bro.
We are. But anyway, getting back to wrestling here. I don't understand what led to this match or where it's going. I just feel like this feud's gone on for about a month too long. I'm not really sure.
I actually wasn't interested until tonight. I thought that was the best. I've never actually seen anything like that before. He duped the guy into a wrestling match, and then literally comes in the ring, kicks him right in the nuts, and walks out. I thought it was awesome. I was like, that's different. That's pretty funny. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I don't know what, but what are they going to lead to? Falls count, or best out of 3 falls, best out of 5 falls, a 7-match series, or what does it lead to? That's my question.
Well, who ultimately will win? I mean, it has to be Corbin. I mean, otherwise, what was the point of all this shit? Right?
Yeah, but I almost feel like they need to let Corbin win it, but they have to let Ziggler keep some face somewhere.
Well, Ziggler's beaten him a couple times. I'm just saying, ultimately, somebody's got to win this feud. And I got to tell you, in NXT, Corbin was always on the short side of feuds, man. Whether it was with Austin Aries or Apollo Crews, he was always on the short end.
Well, that's because he's a bigger guy, and he can get more of a push, or the other guys get more of a push by slaying the giant than he could by. I mean, he doesn't come across, at least right now, as a championship level wrestler, but he's I almost feel like he's like a wrestler like Kane, where he's a bigger guy, and it'll allow somebody to build up some cred by beating him.
I'd like to see Killer Kev run nude. Just run freely. Nude.
Killer Kev, can we make this happen, buddy?
Just imagine Killer Kev just runs out his door and he's like, "F this, I'm just going all the way with it," and he just goes nude as far as he can go until he. Like, how far could he get?
I don't know. I think Kev can get before being arrested or before being
Anything. I mean, like, eventually he's gonna run into something, whether it be police officer, someone who's interested, someone who wants to fight him. Something's gonna happen.
eaten by a
Someone
bear.
eventually will obtain him.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
I don't know. I'd give him an hour or two. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
He's not entertaining our comment. But let me ask you a question.
You
Could
might
I-
be sleeping too.
Am I allowed to, like, would I be able to, like get a like tidy whities, right? Like pure tidy whities, right? And with those tidy whities, walk around town. Like, could I put on sneakers and tidy whities and walk around?
You know what? You probably could.
I want to Google that. Could I, tidy whities and sneakers? Can you wear tidy whities? Can you? Let's Google this. Can you wear tidy whities in public? I would think you can.
I would. No. Let's see what Google says.
It says you can.
Wow. I always thought it'd be funny to go on to take a plane ride and get on the plane wearing nothing but his Speedo and maybe a shirt, but like a really tight shirt with like no sleeves on and the Speedo, and just get on the plane like that.
You know what you do, bro? This is what you do. I'm surprised no one has asked this. Why? You know what you could do? You get a long white T-shirt with tidy whities and sneakers, but you have the T-shirt cover the tidy whities, so it looks like you have no pants on.
Oh God, that'd be pretty funny stuff.
I went into the Gap and I was like trying on clothes, and there were like I saw this really cool design shorts. I was like, wow, this is a cool pair of shorts. And I tried it on and it was so short. And I'm like, what is this? They're selling like 7-inch shorts now.
Wow.
Conventional shorts are like 10 inches. Like,
Wow.
who's wearing these?
I don't know.
Is
Europeans?
that in now?
Not in my closet.
It was ridiculous. No, I put them back, obviously, bro.
I was gonna say your grape smuggling with those things.
No shit.
Sorry, both out again.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to bring in a more European feel to the beach this year.
Gap. Let's see forum. Let's see if people are talking about it. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it?
I would be uncomfortable trying them on.
I didn't know until I got in there because I was like, wait a second, why are they so short? And then I took them off and read the label, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. 7 inches. My dick's bigger than that.
Nice.
Anyway, so what else happened on Raw tonight?
Stephanie and Shin came out, and
Yeah.
I didn't like this at all. They basically got in a discussion. New Day came out, and somebody else came out, and I mean, they were literally just discussing the whole Raw split thing, which was announced last week. Raw SmackDown split. SmackDown's now going to be live on Tuesday nights for anyone who missed the internet last week. But I don't know. I'm sort of happy about I'm happy about the brand split because, I mean, shit, WWE just wasn't. SmackDown was just doing horribly. Like, there were like no ratings for SmackDown. So I think they had to do something. And I like the fact they're going to have more live wrestling on because I think that, especially at first, they'll incorporate a lot of storylines into it and have like some big matches to get people to start watching.
They should call it WCW, man. It doesn't have to be like any of the old WCW people, but it should have a separate federation name, separate brand. That would be so cool if they brought back like a new school WCW.
Or just bought TNA.
Well, that too, but I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to bring back a different, or make up a new name. It could be make up a new federation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the
I think
Nexus.
it's cool. Call it whatever you want. You know, call it whatever you want. I think it would be neat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if they just do Raw and SmackDown, it's gonna dilute the talent. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons they've probably been trying to figure this out for a while now, and I think that's one of the reasons they brought up like people like Apollo Crews and even Corbin without really a dead set storyline coming up. I mean, I think that's the reason they brought it up. So there's some familiarity with them when you stick them on Raw or SmackDown later, because they're obviously going to have to pick up more of a. They're probably going to be doing separate tours, and there's going to be more slack to be picked up by them.
But we all know Raw is the one, though.
What's that?
Raw is the one.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, WWE can make SmackDown better than it has been, with live matches and continuing stuff off of Raw.
Well, I'm excited either way. I mean, I think you're right. I think it's good for everybody, to be honest.
I hope you're right, because I could see myself trying to watch it at first and see how it goes. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch it forever on Tuesday nights. Raw is
wrestling, though, isn't it? Like, move Raw 2 hours. I mean, to watch 3 than 2, that's a lot. And that's a lot on the writers to come up with that many storylines.
Yeah, especially when you're taking half the roster and putting them on one pay-per-view and half on the other, or on one network and one on the other.
Now maybe you shouldn't have got rid of all these guys. I mean, you might need them. You know, I guess they could bring back them at any point if they wanted them, but still.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that was about it. There's a tag or triple threat, or not triple threat.
That's right.
3-man tag match at the end for all the Money and Bank people who are in the match so far. I think we're missing one person though.
Who is it? The last one going to be?
I don't know. I do not know. Maybe Apollo Crews.
Is there definitely going to be one more guy?
I think so. I think they do 7 every year, right?
They usually do 7, but they haven't actually said there'll be 7.
No, they had the infographic up where there's 7 outlines there.
Right.
So it seemed like they're preparing for number 7.
I'd say it could be anybody. Really, it could be anybody. So I don't even know who it'll be. It might not even matter who it is. I mean, odds are the 6 guys, it's gonna be one of them because they're focusing on these guys. But you know, it's funny. Usually the main event is the best part of the show. It actually really wasn't that good compared to the rest of the show. It wasn't bad. Just
I mean, the one thing I liked about it though is with matches like these, you typically have one of the lesser superstars getting pinned to save the reputation of the big guy or like the big players in the match.
Yep.
And today was almost the exact opposite, where you have upstart Sami Zayn with Del Rio, and they're out there trying to get people to. I'm sorry, what was I saying?
You're saying it was the opposite because the upstart one who usually gets beat is the one that got the win. And
I mean, what's the name got pinned? Owens got pinned tonight.
Zayn didn't win a match all year up until May, and he has just been on fire. You know, he's been winning left and right.
Yeah, I don't think he wins Money in the Bank though. I feel like that'd be a little too quick. I think it's going to be somebody else. Owens or Del Rio, I think.
I think he's going to do a great job. I think he's going to have a great match. I really do.
Yeah, no doubt. I definitely think that. I don't know. I mean, I like where he's going with the roster. I like this swerve with the Styles match versus Cena now. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Exciting to know the future is coming.
No, I'm with you. It was great. It was a great show, and I love the direction. I think it's going to be really interesting from here.
Yeah. I think that. I don't know. The branch is going to be the key, I think. But SmackDown's just going to be. It's going to be a 2-hour show, right?
Yep. Only 2.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, I think that'll be more wrestling intensive, which I think a tag team and a second, almost a reinvention of the women's division will definitely do.
Like, why would it, like, if they're both brands, why would one get 3 and the other one get 2? You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Well, we'll see what happens, but, you know they had Kevin Sullivan on?
On what?
On Angry Parks. Well, I don't want to say we, because it was up to me and you. We wouldn't have Kevin Sullivan on. They had Kevin Sullivan on.
You would have had the owner of the Babel Dinosaur on.
Kevin Sullivan was involved. Let me just say that.
I believe that.
No, I didn't say what he was involved in, but I know what he did. I know what he did.
Yep, definitely trouble. All right, man. Anything else you want to discuss in the show? I'm struggling here.
Not tonight, brother. Not tonight. Anything you want to add, Killer Cav?
Well, tomorrow night on Undisputed Wrestling Show in hour 2, we have Rory Fox. And in the first hour, we have WWE Hall of Famer. We've got international sensation, the legendary Bushwhacker Luke Williams.
Wow.
Wait a second. Rory Fox. Wasn't he Rapid Fire from the MTV True Life? I think he was featured in that. Is that the same guy?
I don't know. I have no idea about MTV programming.
Yeah, there was an MTV True Life on independent wrestlers, and he was known as Rapid Fire Rory Fox. I believe that's the same guy. In fact, we'll Google him. It has to be the same guy, because I recognize the name. Let's say. Yeah, he was Rapid Delivery Rory Fox. I wonder if that's the same guy. Well, let's put him in cage match. Yeah, it is him. So, let's say. I'll see where he is now. So this guy, that was a big opportunity for him. He's, let's see. Oh, looks like he fell asleep, my man. What federation is he in now? Kev.
What's up?
No, it's on Kev. Did you fall asleep?
Kev, you out?
I think you guys both went down at the same time.
I'm struggling here. I'm tapping profusely.
Right. You get out of here. Have a great night.
Kev, where you at, man?
Kev,
I want to find out the results from the New Age Ninja and his first experience.
What is the New Age Ninja, bro? I must have fallen asleep because I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
No, we were talking about it last week. He said that the person that we were interviewing on one of the shows was like the New Age Ninja Warrior or something.
That was his name?
Yeah.
Ninja?
It was something weird and random.
My lord.
I was like, wow, really, guys? You can't come to
Age Ninja.
That's too bad.
I'm actually glad I don't remember the New Age Ninja.
Yeah, it was pretty, I don't know, I've never seen him wrestle, but apparently he's a thing.
It was a New Age experience. Alright, well, Killer Kev is nowhere to be found. We'll let him wrap up the show, on his own. We're gonna get out of here. So, from Big Dick, Angry Tensai, it's been a pleasure. We're gonna log off here. And, everybody have a great night. Do your thing. Good night, Big Dick.